not everybody was getting a MacBook in the 1950s and 1960s, of course.
How many people were getting a MacBook in the 1950s and 1960s?
I'll have to get back to you on this one. I think we're about at least 10 to 20 years off from Apple computers being a thing.
Oh, who made MacBooks before Apple Computer?
I think it was like Steve Jobs' grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Or Steve Wozniak too, I guess. Steve Wozniak's granddad. The first method to share computers was through something called batch processing, which we still sort of do today.
Steve Jobs' grandfather is Stephen Vocation.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Okay. So yeah, the first method to share computers was using something called batch processing. And what happens is...
Are we back to dessert and shit? Are we already back to baking?
No.
Oh, okay.
Batch processing is where a user would submit a job to a computer and would wait their turn for it to be processed.
Or back in the day, a vocation to a computer. Yeah. I'm just explaining it for the cave people like me so we can understand. We don't understand these complicated words like jobs.
So I don't really have a good explanation for batch processing beyond like you would bring a box full of like punch cards, because punch cards still were the thing back then.
Mm-hmm. And put them in the oven.
Exactly. Well, but these rooms probably were pretty hot. And you'd bring them into the room, like in a box, and then you would just let them get processed. And then at the end of the day, you'd pick up your punch cards and you had like a printout or maybe another box of cards if you had to write to another set of cards. So the cards themselves can be punched using these machines as well.
Were they leavened or unleavened cards?
I think they're unleavened. Okay. If they start to rise, I think they'll get jammed in the machine.
Right.
This would prove to be kind of inefficient, of course, because it was run as what we call as a FIFO queue, first in, first out. If you worked in a grocery store, you might be familiar with FIFO as well. Is putting the bread, like the newest bread at the back and then the oldest bread at the front, things like that, right?
Well, listen, if you cut in front of me at the grocery store, it becomes a FAFO queue. Let me tell you.